to this week's edition of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation's weekly program, Arts and Culture. This week, our feature is bush medicine. And here to take us on a tour of the Rollins area is Michael, the Bush Doctor Herbert. Hello, Mr. Herbert.
Hello, Jean.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine today.
Well, we're here in the Rollins area and we should be speaking about bush medicine. I understand that you are very versed in this area. Can you tell us more about bush medicine?
Yes, bush medicine have been in my family for over 8 generations. And throughout the years, my ancestors was involved in bush medicine in a big way. My great-grandmother, Karen But Herbert, was Rollins' most famous bush doctor. And now my mom is a bush doctor herself, and I have just taken it up over 20 years ago. I started this bush medicine, and it has brought a lot of healing, it had brought a lot of help to people, and I was able to share my experience with the younger folks throughout Nevis.
Okay. So you said that you've been involved in bush medicine over 20 years. So I would imagine that you do know quite a bit about the various types of bush, especially in the Rollins area. Can you point us to some of these different bush and tell us about their uses?
Okay. First, I will start with a plant they call never dead or love bush. This one here, never dead or love bush. Very important plant. It's very good for menstrual pain. Ladies that are having menstrual pain, have a lot of cramps, they can use it, they can parboil it and drink the liquid. It's also very good for headache, migraine. You can heat it, like put it on your stove, heat it for a little while and put it on your forehead, your head, and within 5 minutes your migraine is gone completely. It's also very good. I remember in my younger days when we used to go to school, we used to put him or her name on it, and within 3 days you're together. And the reason why I call never dead or love bush is because it's never dead. You take one, especially the larger ones, take it at home now, you put it in a book, and it's never dead, without any water, without any dirt or anything to aid it. You just start growing just like that. So I guess that's the reason why they call never dead or love bush, and it's very good for internal bleeding. Anything inside of you, internal bleeding, it can help to flush out. So this plant is called washerwoman or maiden apple. It's very good for prostate cancer. Can't cure prostate cancer, but it can slow down the development of prostate cancer. It's also very good for, on Nevis, in the Caribbean, they have a lot of ladies and men get very chubby, get very thick. You can boil a cup of, you can boil, in this case you parboil because it's very strong. You can use it for help to slim you down, help you to lose weight. And also it's like, you have a number of people like to drink a lot of rum, eat a lot of waste food. And if you want to flush out, you can boil, parboil, washerwoman, and you take a heavier dose, and it flush you out.
By parboil, you really mean to draw, what we call kind of dry it?
Yeah, we call it jaw or steam.
So you're saying that I should be using that bush?
Yeah.
Why would I be using that bush?
If you want to flush out, you use it. And if you want to lose some weight.
Do you think I need to lose some weight, Wise?
Maybe a few pounds.
Oh, okay.
Also, I should reiterate that the old people also use an odd number of leaf. Right. It is said that if you use an odd number of leaves, you get cure quicker.
Right.
So.
But how would you use an odd number of leaves in the case of the washerwoman? Because it looks like it goes on a vine.
It's going on a vine, but you can just use, you got
so
1, 3, 5, and
So you wouldn't consider this to be 3 or 4
No,
or 5?
no, this one is 1.
This is 1?
1.
Okay.
2, 3.
Okay.
You can use that. And some of the times you use the leaf or the bushes with other plants as well, with other roots and plants, and it's helped you to get you to cure quicker. You use this because it's very strong.
Okay.
And it's also very, 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 very bitter as well.
Oh, it's bitter.
Yeah.
So in the case of using it with other bush, would that change the purpose?
Yeah, it might change the purpose and the flavor as well.
So tell me another bush that you would add to this to change the flavor and what we can use it for.
Well, we can use the lemongrass. Lemongrass is very good for cold and fever.
So you put it with this?
Yeah, and then you can also use the elderberry. The elderberry is very good for inflammation, and it's very good for like cleaning your blood. Now we're looking at this cinnamon bush. Cinnamon is very good for like seasoning your meat kind and so on. It's also very good to put in our national drink, the sarsaparilla, and it's also very good. You make a tea for cleanse your stomach.
Put in a porridge too.
And you could put in your porridge. You could put in a number of delicacies that you're making. It's flavored, a very good flavor. So the cinnamon is a very vital plant you can find in the rainforest. Yeah, this is another bush. It's called the St. John's bush. It's very good for cold and fever, and also very good for if you have internal bleeding. Yeah, it's good for blood pressure, and it's very good for diabetes and high blood pressure. The soursop, we are here by the soursop. Soursop leaf is very good for if you drink a lot. There's a number of people on the island, and a lot of visitors drink a lot of alcohol. And if you get a hangover, you can boil either 1, 3, or 5 leaf, and within 5 minutes you're sober. The boiling, you get more out of the boiling than the drying.
Okay.
But if a plant is very strong, like the washerman, that is very, very strong, you parboil it. But the soursop is very good for, as I say, it's very good for sleepless night as well. If you have a lot of children and you're fussing and fighting and so on, and you can't get them to sleep, you boil a cup of tea of soursop and they sleep on notice.
I know it draws fever as well.
And it's very good for fever, for headache, and it's also, you can burn it in your room. Like when I was younger, our parents used to burn it in the room, either the green one or the dry one, to drive mosquitoes away. So you can use as an insecticide to drive mosquitoes away. Most people on the island use the cocoa. It's at its young stage at the present moment, but when it gets bigger, it's turning yellow, and inside of it they have seeds. The seeds that you can, as we call it, patch. We call it patch. Right. You patch them, and then also you can grind them. You grind them, and you make cocoa rolls, and it's very good to make tea. The tea, if you drink a cup of cocoa tea, you are filled up all day. It's kind of a plant that's just fill you. Okay. Fill you up. A cup of tea just keep you full all day.
Do you
so
have any use of the leaf though?
The only use I know of the leaf is that if you get burned by anything, or you have a swollen gland, and so you can, as we call it,
you put some heat under it.
Yeah, put some heat under it, like right. you steam it, yeah, like and you put it on the and it's helped to dry it out, or it's helped to bring it down.
Okay. We've just featured our topic for this evening, bush medicine, and we spoke with Michael Bush Dr. Herbert. Thank you for viewing Nevis Cultural Development's program, Arts and Culture. I am Jean Keynes. Good night.